The Arctic wind howls across a frozen kingdom where silence reigns supreme. The ice stretches endlessly, a fractured mirror reflecting the pale glow of the northern sun. Here, at the top of the world, survival is not just a challenge, it is an art sculpted by millennia of evolution. And in this hostile wilderness, one creature stands as a symbol of strength, resilience, and grace. The polar bear, Nanook. His name drifts like snow on the wind, borrowed from the ancient tongues of those who first walked this ice. He is power incarnate, a white titan, cloaked in fur as thick as winter's heart. Yet beneath the armor of blubber and muscle lies a secret: vulnerability. For Nanook's world is melting, and with each heartbeat, his future slips further away. The sun hangs low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the ice. The temperature is brutal, dipping well below -30°C, yet Nanook moves with the confidence of a king. His fur, a fortress of hollow hairs, traps warmth against his body, while a thick layer of fat shields him from the deadly cold. Nature has engineered him for perfection. A predator designed to master this frozen domain. His sense of smell can detect the seal from nearly a mile away, even beneath several feet of snow and ice. His paws, broad, furred, and edged with claws like ivory knives, are snowshoes and weapons combined. Everything about him whispers survival. But today, survival is harder than ever. The sea ice, the great hunting ground of his ancestors, is vanishing. Year after year, the freeze comes later, the thaw arrives sooner, and the once unbroken expanses fracture into drifting islands. For Nanook, this means hunger. His body, built for feast and famine, can endure months without food, but the longer the fast, the sharper the edge of desperation. He moves slowly across the ice, conserving energy with each step. Every muscle twitch counts, every breath matters. Ahead, a seal's breathing hole lies hidden beneath snow and frost. Nanook knows it well. It is the gateway to life. He crouches low, an ivory ghost against the frozen earth, his ears twitching, his nose quivering at the faint scent of life below. Patience. That is the polar bear's greatest weapon. Hours may pass, but hunger is relentless, and Nanook will wait, because in this place, one meal can mean the difference between life and death. The Arctic is a paradox of silence and violence. One moment, the world stands still, hushed by snow and sky. The next, it erupts with the raw ferocity of survival. When the seal finally surfaces, gasping for breath, Nanook strikes like a storm unleashed, massive, paws crashing down, jaws clamping tight. The struggle lasts only seconds, but the story it tells is eternal. Predator and prey bound by the oldest law of all. Nanook feeds, his body drinking in the energy that will carry him through the endless night ahead. For now, the ice has given him mercy, but mercy is fleeting. Weeks pass. The ice continues to retreat, driven by an unseen force, human ambition, burning deep in lands far from here. Nanook travels farther than ever before, across treacherous waters and thin sheets of ice that crack under his weight. Each mile drains him. He swims for hours in seas that grow darker and warmer, searching for ice that no longer waits. His ribs begin to show beneath his fur. His paws bleed from sharp edges of melting floes. Yet still, he presses on. Because this is what it means to live in the Arctic. Endure or perish. Far to the east, a mother bear emerges from her den, two tiny cubs trailing behind her. Their eyes are bright, their steps clumsy, and their hunger insatiable. For her, the challenge is doubled. She must hunt not for one life, but for three. Her fat reserves dwindle as she searches for seals, but the hunting grounds lie farther and farther from the safety of her den. Every decision is a gamble. One wrong move, and the cubs will not see another sunrise. This is the cruel arithmetic of a warming world. Less ice, fewer seals, more deaths. Above them all, the aurora dances, a ghostly flame across the night sky, a reminder of the beauty that clings to this brutal land. Yet even beauty cannot shield what comes next. The storm arrives without warning, a white hurricane tearing across the sea ice, blinding and merciless. Nanook braces against the wind, his fur whipping like ghost fire. The temperature plummets, but it is not the cold he fears, it is the drift. In this chaos, even a titan can vanish beneath the ice. He pushes forward, step by grueling step, until at last, the storm breaks, and a fragile calm returns. He survives, but survival comes at a cost. His energy is nearly gone. There are moments of triumph still, a successful hunt, a rare feast that fills his belly and renews his strength. In those moments, Nanook becomes what he was always meant to be, the undisputed monarch of the Arctic. But those moments are fewer now. Each year, the ice thins. Each year, the distance grows. And each year, the silence of extinction creeps closer. Yet even in despair, there is hope. Across the world, voices rise, scientists, activists, ordinary people who refuse to let this story end in darkness. Conservation efforts fight to protect what remains, tracking bears, studying their migrations, advocating for a world that remembers its frozen giants. They know what is at stake. For when the polar bear falls, the Arctic falls with it. And when the Arctic falls, the world will follow. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the ice in crimson and gold, Nanook stands upon a lonely floe, his breath plumes in the frigid air, his eyes fixed on the endless horizon. He does not know the battles fought in his name. He does not know the politics, the promises, the debates. All he knows is the wind, the ice, the hunt. He is the last sentinel of a vanishing empire, a king without a throne, a hunter without a future. Unless we change it, the Arctic whispers its warning in the voice of the storm. Act now, or watch the silence consume the wild. And as the darkness closes in, Nanook waits, still strong, still proud, still fighting, because for him, there is no other choice.